Hey guys, Bill. Okay, so we're all locked down. Maybe it's a good time to practice some things, or take some tags, or give some tags. Anyway, we'll get through all this stuff. I'm gonna try my best to do this. Now, this is right here in my backyard. I did kind of look around what I found and tried to create this tag, all at one time. So what I found is a nice punky wood, and I got a nice piece of flint. Now this is not out of my backyard, but it's a piece of flint that I had. So what I'm going to try to do today is a one stick fire challenge, and of course any of you feel free to do it. I'll probably put some tags in my description on some people, but not really figured out who it is yet. So it's going to be kind of a one stick, but what I'm going to try to do, and it's nice and windy out here, matter of fact I think there's a little storm coming, is I've got a nice old Sears and Roebuck here. Carried for a long time now. It's not the best knife in the world, but it was a good knife when I was growing up. I have bent this thing digging in the ground and bent it back, so I mean it's not like super good steel. Old Sears and Roebuck, good old knife though. So what I'm going to try to do today is take my flint and knock some sparks off my knife to catch my char to start my fire. Okay, I'm going to try to do this without a bunch of editing, so I hope it don't turn out to be a long movie. If it is, maybe we all got time to sit and watch it. I tell you what me and my wife did last night, and most of the time, I catch up on everybody's videos wee hours of the morning and stuff. Whenever I get up, I try to watch any of my subs and all my subs and stuff like that, their new videos. I try my best. I got a lot people that I'm subscribed to, so anyway, that's whenever I try to catch up. So last night we sat down in front of the big screen, and when I changed my computer around, anyway, what I can do on my laptop now is when I'm watching YouTube, I can actually shoot it to the TV and I can watch all you guys right there on my big screen. So my wife and I sat there last night and just watched a whole bunch of different videos from people. Commenting's a little bit difficult doing it that way, but it worked out. So anyway, I'm gonna back the camera up and kind of point it down right here where I'm going to start the fire, and I am here in the backyard, and I'm going to try to knock a spark, and not using char cloth but into natural material, some punk wood, and start a fire. Once I process this now this is a willow limb. I've actually got a little burn pile over there, and I took my saw and cut this piece off just right here in the backyard. So I'm gonna split this guy down, and of course I'm gonna use an axe to process my wood here. So it you guys feel free, if you want to use a one knife challenge or something like that, go for it. My challenge is actually to catch a spark in that punky wood once I get my wood processed here. So let me kind of back the camera up here a little bit and see if I can get it down here where I'm going to be working. Let's see, I'm going to be right in here. Let's see, how's that? That's not too bad. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this process down here. The knife out of the way. I don't want to lose my little rock. And I wish I had a baton. But I'll tell you what, axes scare the living jeebies out of me. I just don't like it. There we go. There's something happening. One nice little piece here. Let's see if I can hit this again. I'm not going to edit the video. If it's a nice little long video, maybe you'll feel good about watching it. There we go. I know that's probably not the safest way to do that. There we go. Get a little bit more here. Let's see if I can use one of these pieces to drive it in now. That willow's splitting up pretty good. Go. Getting some started here. There you go, I'll hold it like this. Alright, so we're getting there. Okay, we're getting a little bit too far for the axe now. Like I said, axe is just scared the living. Oh, by the way, I'm all muddy. I've been kind of helping people out, going and digging up the water lines and repairing the sewer lines and stuff like that. So I have been out some, but it's just to help people. I know this may not be the best time in the world to be out helping people, but when they call me and they don't have no water or sewer, they have a leak or something, I just be as careful as I can. You know, that's all I can do. So I'm gonna process this on down here a little bit. Well, I wish I had me like a big piece of wood to do this on. And of course I didn't even check the edge on this knife or anything like it. I hadn't carried it in a long time. Actually, it may have been our first big bushcraft meet up at Big South Fork, and the last time I carried this knife, because it was the one knife that I had that would actually toss a good spark. Old Sears and Roebuck. So how's everybody doing during this? I'm sure getting a lot of TV time or getting a lot of stuff done around your house. Again, I'm just processing up some large pieces here first. I want to try to get a sustainable fire. One log. I'm going to try to see if this little piece of punk wood here will actually catch a spark. Now that's my goal, and that's my challenge to anybody that wants to do it. Ferro rods throw a pretty hot spark, so it's probably be a little bit easier with a ferro rod. I don't think the knife throws that good of a steel, don't throw that good of a spark off of a rock. But we're going to give it a go. Now, of course, I know I can char punk wood, just like charred cloth. To make this process a little bit easier. But this is not about easy today. It's a challenge. What if we dropped our ferro rod and we had to have fire? we didn't have a ladder. Okay, I'm going to keep this piece right here for right now for a little bit more batoning. Like I said, I should have checked this edge. That's not too awful bad. What we got to have is some smalls. And I guess I'm going to have to make them like real small so I can kind of build a bird's nest to blow in the flame. Switch this thing over, try to get some off of this side. Good old Sears and Roebuck. But some of you guys out there have some good old knives. Now, it's been raining here just like it has about everywhere else. Pretty constant. So everything out here is not good and dry like it wants to be. See if it'll lay like that and lay any better. Go ahead and split this one, make me another small out of it. Well, this wind is kicking. I don't know if it's messing with that sound on that camera. Won't know till I'm done. Don't you hate that when you're shooting a video and a sound or a drop of water on the lens or something just ruins the whole video? So we're just going to go for it today. Like I said, I don't want to edit it. Not after making a nice little short video. You guys might have plenty of time and want to sit and watch a little lengthy video. I don't know. Maybe not me, huh? Let's try to process this bark down here a little bit. Since we got it and it came on the wood. And we want some pretty fine little pieces of wood. Sort of like that, sort of like leafy. At least maybe in the center of the bird's nest. This is kind of a plus. Wasn't really. Oh, got to straighten my leg out there. So I guess until you try, you never really know. Okay, I sure didn't expect to find this real fine stuff here. I don't know what I was thinking, but I wasn't really thinking about that, but it's sure working out. Might be what makes the whole thing work. Let's see if there's some more here. There's some more. This bark here, since I have this resource handy. kind of feel the dampness in that a little bit. Maybe while I'm processing this wind will help us out a little bit here. Maybe dry this out some more. Ain't gonna dry it out much more. Nice little curls going there. Let's see if we can see if I can twist together a little bird's nest here out of what we got. I can feel that dampness in there. Okay, well that's about a handful right there. It's got those fine ones, and if I can gather some more fine ones, I will. So now we need some kind of smalls. Little small ones with little pointy tips. Something like that right there. Easiest way to process them without dangerous is, you know, just kind of push your blade into it, split the wood. Well, I hope this wind ain't doing what I think it's doing there. Don't have a good platform here, but you don't always have good platforms. There's some more right there. I'll just make some deep cuts, make some small kindle instead of trying to break it. I just don't have a platform set up back here, or a stump or anything. Really all we're after is some nice good points that we can kind of lay in the fire, or in the on top of the bird's nest once we blow that in the flame. There's some more fine stuff working our bird's nest. Well, that was just pure luck right there. I wasn't really sure how I was even going to try to get this rolling, and I thought to myself, heck, let's just get started. You know, can't get anything done if you don't ever try. Might even fail. I don't like failure. I don't believe anybody does, so let's give it our best bet here anyway. Okay, there's some more smalls. Sorry you guys are having to stare at the top of my head. Well, there ain't much up there to stare at. Okay, those are kind of small. That's small. Let's see what we got here as far as smalls. I'm gonna save that piece to use for a baton, but heck, I ain't got nothing to baton against. So I guess it just makes it that much more of a challenge. This gives us 2 points right there, because you can break them too to get your points. Maybe a good little point right there. And some more smalls. There's a point. These are larger pieces. All right. So the thing is, if we can get that punk wood, take a spark off of my knife here. Let me get the blood back in this foot where I've been sitting on my knee. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's try this now. So we got this nice piece of punk wood. And actually, whenever I was digging around right here in the cane, trying to find some pieces of wood, I ended up going over cutting this piece off of the piece of willow I had. But this punk wood I found hanging back there. So I thought, well, let's just try that. So that looks all really good right there. Now we know those sparks are a little bit sporadic. I want to give myself a little better platform here. I'll save those pieces. I might be able to use them to make this thing grow if I have to. Alright, let's see. Are we in frame right there? It looks like we are. I'll do it up here a little bit closer. Sorry about the top of the headshot. Alright, now here's the real challenge. We've got a bird's nest there, so if we can get a nice glowing ember right here, I should be able to blow that bird's nest into a flame. I don't really have, I probably got some stuff I could process down, but I believe that's going to work okay. I got some smalls and got some large ones there. Okay, let's just give this a go. I guess so the punk wood don't sort of bounce around. I'm just going to kind of put my knife down in there. I don't want it to, well, it's real punky. Just a little piece of flint here. Let me just see if I can hold it. Find a good edge. Beating my punky wood all to pieces. Haven't got it to jump in there just yet. It's too daylight out here. I can't really see the sparks are flying. Let me get that camera adjusted down here a little bit further. Oh. Just 1 second here. I forgot how to make it zoom. Okay, I think that's back on. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. see them coming off. It's a real challenge to get a good hot spark to lay right where you want it. About so punky. We'll have to lay a piece of wood underneath it or something here. I just can't mash down on it. It may help me with what I'm trying to do. And I think it would be better at night whenever I can see the spark. I don't like giving up. I really don't. Well, that seems to be doing a lot better. I haven't got one yet, but it seems to be doing a lot better. Having the nice knife braced to get something solid instead of just trying to hold it in the air. I can actually see the sparks rolling now. In case I don't see any in there, blow on it, make sure. Okay, let's see. Nick my pinky there, hitting it with a rock. That's the bad thing about doing it like this, is you'll nick yourself. Probably should have brought out a couple different rocks. Okay. Well, one of the biggest things is I just can't really see where my sparks are landing. I think doing something like this is definitely going to work better at night, where you can kind of control the sparks, or at least in an environment where you can see the sparks. So I got back up because there's a storm coming. I just want to do a video, you know. I just want to kind of help everybody kind of stay busy. Wanted to put a little tag out. Let me move this now and see if we can at least catch this. I think I'm going to use the back of this back here, and I can always resharpen it, because this knife I don't believe will throw a spark off the back. I've never really shaped the back. By golly, if that don't catch in there somewhere. Okay, I had to really go to town on it that time. And I used my blade. And you can see here, it don't really hurt them. It didn't do anything. Still got a nice little edge there. But we got us a little smolder going. So that's kind of what we was after. Alright, so I don't nick my knuckles again on my knife. We're just going to let that grow. We already know that's going. And sorry I kind of had to change the video there. I just couldn't really see the sparks with this rock, and I know it's a good piece of flint. So let's see if we can find this smoldering one here. Knox, hush, honey. There happens to be a neighbor pulling in over here next door. They always seem to want to come around. Right when they shoot the video. He jumps right out and fires up along Breezy as soon as he gets here. My dog's got a bark. Dust in there. Well, the wind's helping some. Ain't even having to blow it a whole lot. Looks like it's kind of growing there. We're gonna kind of keep feeding this dust in there. Hot. It's got a nice coal growed in there, but it's getting too hot to hold. It didn't burst into flames, so I'm going to add a few more of these smalls. That's usually burning. Now we start putting our smalls on there. Got to be in a little bit of a hurry at this point so you don't lose all your tender, your curls. Well, looks like the wind's going to help us out a whole lot. Well guys, sorry I had to kind of change the video right there halfway through. I just couldn't see my sparks off my knife. Done it many times, but it's always tough. Now I'm sure the char cloth would definitely have worked a whole lot better, but that wasn't what I was trying to do. So we had to break out the old ferro rod. So anybody that wants to partake in this challenge, it's probably just as wet where you guys are at, just like it is here. So you're going to be dealing with some of the same problems I did. Wet wood. So guys, leave a comment. Maybe you've got a better technique than I had with just using a knife and a rock. But most people don't have knives they want to beat up. I understand. So that's why I use my old Sears and Roebuck. So it's not exactly sustainable yet. Pretty close. I think I could probably keep it blowed together at this point. And let it build. Anyway, guys, I'm going to put in the description some tags of some people, and we'll see what the response is. And but the tag and the challenge. Let's see here. Well, that was 39 minutes, guys. Shoot far. Well, I hope you hung in there. Sure, take the challenge if you want to. Just go to your backyard, try to find something. Try to blow a fire, make a fire. If you have to use the ferro rod like I did, then just go right ahead and use it. If you want to do it tougher, if you want to do it super old school and knock some sparks from a knife blade or something like that, go for that too. The challenge is just kind of a one-stick fire. I was really hoping I could take that punky wood and catch a spark, but I didn't. Maybe another time. All right, guys, this fire is getting super hot. It's gonna burn my camera. Peace out, guys. Have fun. Stay safe.